The best rock I've ever seen come out of here. Ever.
Like, that's a jackpot right there.
Hey, we're at the Hogg mine today. This is my friend Ann, and she's been here once before. I have not. And all this behind us is rose quartz. And what else can we find here? Beryl.
We can find beryl.
Aquamarine.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But I'll be happy with some pink rocks too. So anyhow, we will, I can't tell you too much right now because I've never been here, but as the day goes on, I'll learn a little more and tell you more about it. And what was the temperature, like 18 degrees?
It was 18 degrees.
The ground's frozen, we're frozen already, we just got here.
We're in south central Georgia. Our average highs are 55 for this time of year. Rob, I think you did this to us.
Just lucked out, just lucky. We have this stuff called needle frost here. I haven't seen this in Michigan. It's really pretty stuff. Hey, this is Aiden. Aiden works here.
Hey.
And tell us a little bit about the history of this place. You're telling me they mined this in the 30s, 40s?
Yeah, so originally it had been prospected because some people had found mica here. And when that happened, they prospected it and then ended up finding beryl. Beryl was mined in the 40s and 30s during World War II. And so what it was used for was hardening steel and especially on like larger barrels, stuff that would be on like warships and stuff. So it was used for that. And yeah, that's most of the history of how it was started.
So you said a lot of the stuff was blasted. We were up on the hill over there, and you said some of the shards up there came from down here, huh?
Yeah, so when it was mined originally, they had stuck dynamite in the quartz and beryl and exploded it out. And so that's how they mined it. So a lot of the beryl and aquamarine here are the remnants of that, just coming from the explosions. So it's there isn't necessarily veins, but you'll find certain areas where the shards or the beryl had, you know, all landed from one crystal or something like that.
Okay. Thanks. And he's been showing us around, so we got some secret spots, so we're going to get all the good stuff, right? You
Yep.
You promised that we're going to
did.
find huge chunks of aquamarine, I believe is what I said.
Yeah, I did. You know.
You said. All right, we won't hold you to that.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Some of the mica here is just huge. You find anything, Ann?
Well, my pockets are full.
My pockets are full too. So Aiden showed us a spot where he said there might be more aquamarine. He said to look for green as well as blue, and Ann just found that. I'd say that's a good one. So you got a winner.
Look forward to washing it someplace warm.
Me too. Don't want to put my hands in water right now. Well, the water's hard right here. I don't think... There you go, Ann. I made a spot for you to wash it. That's beautiful.
It is. I've had a piece like this that was more white, less pink, with the white stripes that cabbed up beautifully, so...
Yeah, because those aren't cracks. Those are stripes.
Yeah.
Well, let's find more of that.
Little piece of beryl. It's even got some of the crystal shape to
The
it.
hexagon shape.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Nothing's come out of my wall yet. I'm chipping away down here a little bit. Just pulled that out of the wall. Kind of broke and exposed a really nice clear surface there. Has a little bit of pink to it. I think that's going to be a keeper. This is Courtney, and you work here.
I do.
And she was just telling us about these rocks here, so tell them what you told me.
Okay. So this piece of rose quartz, if you were to cut into it, it would be clear and pink all the way through. It used to be pink on the outside, but it's been sitting in the sunlight, and it has oxidized on the outside and turned white. So if you put it in darkness and wrap it in newspaper for probably about 3 weeks, it'll bring that color back. Don't really know why, but it works. This one is regular quartz, but it has beryl crystals embedded into them. These are full hexagon beryl crystals, and then you have pieces here and over here that aren't quite formed into the full hexagon, but they are still aquamarine beryl.
I just dug this out of the wall and I handed it to Ann. I said, is that green? I hadn't even looked at this side, but that's green.
Yeah.
That might be a huge, huge piece of aquamarine.
Yeah.
Let's turn it around different ways. And then somebody
You can
needs
see the crystal shape there.
to lick that. See, I was looking at this and it is slightly green in there. Well, not slightly green. I guess it's green in the sun.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I think I just hit the jackpot. I am super excited. I got to get that washed off somehow.
Well,
Let's go take it to Aiden.
let's go take it to Aiden.
Oh my.
We want you to tell us.
Is that anything good?
Let's see. I can't tell. I think
It's very green on the one end. Look on the end.
it might be something. I think it is. I think we should wash it off first, but.
I think I heard a holy.
Moly?
Yeah. I'm gonna sacrifice my hands for this, okay? Oh.
Maybe not.
Oh crap, sorry, yeah. I should have thought about that. But, yeah.
Okay, we won't wash it right now.
Okay. Yeah. Best rock I've ever seen come out of here. Ever. And I've worked here for like a year.
Well,
Again.
I really like you saying things like that.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
I pulled it out and I said, Ann, do you think this is green? There's just a little bit. Here, let me.
Yeah, let me go grab the brush.
Oh, you got a brush. Okay.
Okay.
And you're going for
Probably
it.
better.
All right, try that.
Yeah, I've done that before, and then I've like gotten quartz, and then just fingers just gushing blood.
Well. I never luck out like this. Well, once in a while I find a nice rock, but not like this.
Oh my! I'm gonna set it this way. Wow. Are you jealous?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry.
That's amazing.
I'm pretty excited when you guys are saying it's amazing, because I don't know what I have here, because I've never hunted this stuff.
No, it's most people don't pull out ones that big.
Courtney, we both have never pulled anything out that big.
You pulled out some pretty nice pieces.
I haven't pulled anything out this big.
I haven't either. The biggest I pull out is probably half that size. It's got a lot of color to it as well.
Oh my!
I love all the quiet whispers of holy crap.
Yeah.
That is.
So should I keep this one?
Nah, you can just give it to me.
Leave it at the wash station. Leave it at the wash station, Aiden.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right,
Wow.
so that's what we're looking for, huh?
Yes.
Yep.
So what makes it aquamarine? Is this aquamarine?
Yes. It's aquamarine beryl. So beryl
Okay.
is a word to describe its formation.
Okay.
It's emerald, aquamarine, morganite, that's all a type of beryl. So in this particular pegmatite formation, aquamarine is what gives it its color.
Okay.
It's a mix of beryllium and aquamarine.
All right.
It's two different minerals that form together.
So what would you do with a rock like this? Would you slab it and cab it? Would you keep it as a specimen? Would you?
That one I might slab.
Yeah, me personally, I would keep it as is because it's going to look amazing when you get it all cleaned up.
Okay.
But I have seen some people who I haven't seen one this big, but people who get close to it they'll take it and slab it and make like cabochons. And that one guy, I don't know if you remember his name, he was here. He made he slabbed it and made some just tumbled pieces of it.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
but this one is so spectacular. Honestly, I'd leave it like this. Because like all of this is glass, aquamarine glass. It's not mixed in with that beryllium, so it's going to be like blue, just clear blue all the way through.
Okay.
You'll find some pieces that are kind of blue chalky, that look kind of like blue chalk, and they're not see-through like this.
Okay.
So.
So this will turn more blue than green.
Yes, this has got a little bit of mixture of blue and green, but I do see some other spots that are just going to be blue.
Yeah, and there's some manganese in there too.
Yeah. But that one, I haven't seen somebody pull out something that big
Ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is.
Like, that's a jackpot right there.
All right.
Because look at all
Okay.
that.
I'm not really into like how much stuff's worth, but
Right.
what would that be worth?
You need to ask him in the truck. He can tell you.
Okay.
At least a few hundred.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just paid for my admission then, and then some.
Yes.
at least. Because if
that's-
you just, even if you just like slab it and sell the like aquamarine parts for like jewelry, it would be pretty damn fine.
Yeah. It's like I said, I've never seen somebody pull out one that big.
Huh.
I pulled out
I
one.
didn't even know what the heck I was doing.
Well, you got it. You figured it out.
Okay, we can go home now.
No, we can't. I have to find something bigger than my little piece.
Yeah, that's mostly aquamarine. I would ask Chris, the guy sitting in his truck.
Wow.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yep. When you clean that up, it's going to be like ocean blue. Like green, teal green, ocean blue.
I've got it all cleaned up and it looks a lot better. Way more blue than it was before. It looked green at the mine, but now it looks blue. I soaked this in hot oxalic acid for about 7 hours. I'm not really confident in my methods, so I don't want to give too much advice, but I read somewhere that you should soak it in water ahead of time. So I soaked it in water for 3 days. Then I put it in the acid. And then I talked to Chris, the owner of the mine, and he said that you can turn it yellow if you're not careful. So I wasn't quite happy with the rust that I got off it in the first place, so I wanted to put it back in. He said make sure you change the acid, get fresh acid so you don't turn the rock yellow. So that's what I did, and looks a lot better than it did at the beginning. If you look right in here, you can see some of the more clear stuff. There's a little spot right there. Courtney mentioned it looking chalky, and this does kind of look chalky, but you can see there's some very clear spots in it. So I think if I was to cut this, this would be very clear on the inside. For right now, I think I'm going to just keep it as a specimen. I don't think I'm going to do anything to it. I thought about face polishing, just taking one side and polishing with a grinder I've got. I thought about cutting a slab off it. But for now, it's just going to stay like it is. There's a pretty clear spot right there. So I asked Chris what this was worth, and he said that, I'm not planning to sell it, but I was just curious, and he said it was worth, he'd sell it between $75 and $100 a pound. So of course I put it on the scale, and it's 8 pounds, 9.6 ounces. And if you work that out, it's approximately $650 to $850 worth. So I'm just going to call it $750. So that's pretty exciting. I don't think I've found very many rocks worth that. Down here there's some manganese. You see these little black specks? That's what Aiden said at the mine. And I believe this is mica up here. There's some little sparkly stuff. So I'm super, super happy with this. This is one of the best rocks, maybe the best rock I've ever found in my life. So you're probably going to see it sitting on the counter behind me in videos in the future, because I think I'm going to put it on display right there, and we can all enjoy it every time you watch a video in my basement. All right, back to the mine. I'm working in the same area where I found the big aquamarine, and I just found this. And it's all dirty, but it's got some really cool orange color, although it looks all fractured, so I'm going to throw it in the bucket as a keeper. But I don't know if it's really any good or not. We'll find out when I get it home and wash it up and maybe tumble it. Here's some of the black tourmaline that's here. There's one there. No, that's white, I guess it's just in the shadows. Here's a piece that's broken out. I'm not working right here. I was just walking by and a guy was showing it to me earlier.
Here's a little piece. It's got the blue, not aqua, but a nice little piece of beryl.
Nice little sides on it too.
Yeah.
Nice and flat.
I could probably cab that up into something reasonably nice.
Anne is unearthing a huge piece of...
So I saw that much and I thought, oh, I can get it out, and it keeps growing.
Well, you're allowed to take a 5-gallon bucket and 1 yard rock.
Yeah.
This might be your yard rock.
It might be my yard rock.
We'll check back in with her later.
Well, unfortunately, I just connected this one to this one. So I don't think this one will be going home with me.
Yeah, I don't think we have that much room in the Jeep. Yeah, it's fun to look at though. Anne's crawling around on her hands and knees up there, and she just keeps finding fun stuff. So this one right there has really good stripes. Let's see if I can get that in the light better. There we go. That's a cool one. I might have to take to crawling. Here's where I'm currently digging, and I just pulled this out and find a piece of sun. It's very clear quartz. A little bit of pink to it. It's got those white lines. Good tumbler piece. Yeah, we decided we needed a break from where we were. Been in that one spot most of the day, so just wandering around here. Lots of quartz. Not much of it's pink though. And everything's still frozen, so it's all like crumbles. I think that's covering up a lot of it too. So I'm hoping that as it warms up today, it's afternoon, it's probably about, I don't know, 12:30, 1 o'clock now. But it's still pretty cold. Here's a piece that has a little bit of color to it. Here's some of the larger pieces of rose quartz that I brought home. Probably best used as display pieces, just as specimens, because they're pretty fractured. But they sure are pretty. Here's some of the tumble-sized pieces I brought home. Some is quite fractured, like this. Don't know how that's going to tumble, but I'm going to give it a try. But then there's other pieces like this one that are real clear. There's very few fractures in that at all. So I think some of this might tumble up pretty nicely. This one isn't very pink, but it's nice and clear, and I think that's going to be fun. Here's one that's a little more pink. So sometime in the future I might show you these all tumbled up. I've also slabbed some of this up, and I think you can see that it's really fractured. So these white lines are good, but there's also tons of little fractures. In fact, the oil got stuck from my saw. The oil got in some of these little cracks and I couldn't wash it out. I tried pretty hard to wash it out. So one of the most promising pieces is this one. And if you look, there's a crack right, it ends at my thumb there, kind of goes up to the right. But over in here, that looks pretty good. It's got a little bit of pink color to it. And it's got some of those white lines through it that I like a lot. This is another one that I might be able to do something with. There's a spot right around in there that looks like it might be usable. I'm going to try in a couple of these better pieces, so I'll let you get back to the video while I'm working on that, and then by the end of the video I should have something to show you. If you're not having any luck outside, you can always come inside the rock shop that's right on the property here. It has everything from finished jewelry to rough rocks, not just from their site, but from all over the place. I think there's something for just about everybody here. It's a really nice rock shop. I'm digging right by the parking lot, and I just dug in and found that. Looks really pink inside. Wish I could show you the rest of it, but all I got is that little chip. really pretty cool down here. It's all this outcropping, and there's really pretty rose quartz here. Well, we smacked this a few times earlier, but it wasn't budging. See the pink there? And there's hints of pink here, but I think it's all just bleached out. And then there's a big rock over here I want to show you. Oh, you can see some pink down here. And this one has a lot of pink on it. That's really, really pretty there. All right, there's the 2 pendants I made. I'm pretty happy with them. I like these little stripey sort of things in here. There is an interior fracture up there. It's not on the outside, but you can see it a little bit. There's the groove with the wire in it. And then this one, same thing. It has some interior fractures, but not a whole lot I can do about that. I'm pretty happy with them overall. I do like the stripes in them. Well, thanks Aiden for showing us around. If you guys want to come find your own awesome rose quartz, this is a really big piece I just found, and aquamarine and all kinds of other goodies, I'll put a link in the description to your website. And hey, I'll also put a link here to a whole playlist of Anne's and my adventure from the last week. So if you missed any of those, you got to check that out. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Bye.